This video is going to reflect on the passing 2024, even 2023. I'm going to compare those 2 years and I'll tell you why. And we're going to also talk about what we're going to face in 2025 in terms of real estate, mortgages, and everything related to those industries. Robert Niazov here, representing R&J Capital, your trusted mortgage source. We are a multi-state licensed mortgage brokerage. You can imagine that last few years were challenging for us, for many other professionals in the industry. This was caused because the historically low rates that were prevalent pretty much for 20 years from 2001 to 2022 were gone. They were up in 2022. This is why I'd like to compare first 2023 and 2024, because those were 2 full years after the rate started climbing sometime in the middle of 2022. So beginning of 2022 was still low rates, everybody was kind of busy, but 2023 and 2024 we were already in the higher rate environment. So to summarize between those 2 years, I think the news is good because the 2024, in my opinion, even though was slow year compared to historic factors in real estate, but it was better than 2023. So I do see a light at the end of the tunnel. And what does better mean? There were more activity, more deals closed. There were more interest in real estate among the people, among especially, I'm excited about the first-time home buyers. There is a reason for this, I believe. You see, they don't know anything else. They don't know those 2% rates or 3% rates, or they're definitely not sitting on those, because this is a big factor as well. We'll talk about this a little bit later. They would like to, stop waiting, and they may be even tired of waiting and want to enter the market. So let's go step by step. Number one, the inventory of available existing homes for sale are up, they're higher. It's still not in healthy levels, but it's coming close to this. It's definitely a lot more compared to 2022. I believe in the United States, there's about 1.3 to 1.4 homes for sale available right now. And during the pandemic, it was always, and even after the pandemic started, like in 2022, it was all sub 1 million. So that's great news. People need to have choices. Number two, I believe the public is accustomed to this higher rate environment. You see 6%, 6.5% rate is not that high for mortgages in general terms. We think it's high because we are so spoiled with the 2 or 3 or 4% rates. But normally, historically, if you take the average rate for mortgages in the United States, it probably has a handle of 7. I'm sure it has a handle of 7 or very close to this. And that was actually due to those 2% rates. We kind of, averaged it down. But in the 80s, rates were in double digits. I hope we don't see those days again. I think that double-digit rate for mortgages is very high. But at the same time, if the rates go down a little bit more, to let's say starting with a 5, it has a 5 handle, it will really give a boost to the home sales and activity. And housing is such an important place in the economy, such an important industry, that it helps so many others. It helps the contractors, it helps title agencies, it helps movers, etc. And we will record another video to this and we will present it to you. But let's stay on our topic. So 2024 was marked by the following things. Rates were between 6 and 7.5%, and I'm taking this as like one of the best case scenarios where people have good income, decent credit, etc. The housing inventory went up, as I said, and we also witnessed Donald Trump winning the election in the United States to become a president again in early 2025. And as everybody knows, he's very pro-business. He spent all of his life in real estate. I believe this will be one of the very important topics in his administration, where we're definitely not going to see the crash. In fact, we'll have some spurred activity. whether they're going to give some incentives to the home buyers, or they'll create some other mechanism. I believe we're going to have a lot better 2025. Please don't expect it to be on January 21st, the day he takes the office. It will take some time. Whether it's going to be summer or a little bit later in the year, I believe in 2025 we'll see a turnaround in housing. I predict that the prices in the United States for homes will increase by between 1 to 3%. Rates will be throughout the year between 5.5 and 7.5. Sorry, we're not going to see much lower rates unless something really unfortunate happens, which I hope it doesn't. And we will also see continued improvement in the housing inventory, so people will continue having choices. Please subscribe, like this video, comment. We'll love your engagement, and we will be happy to answer any questions. We'll be with you again soon.